talking about Hamsa, and it was about bringing the Indian community together, but also increase the awareness of the Indian community throughout the triangle. And at that time, I believe the Indian descent, or the Indian American community in the triangle was maybe around 25, 30,000. And today I think we have crossed over 60. And I must say what Hamsa has done over the last 20 years is excel at what the original purpose was, which is to bring the awareness of not just the Indian culture, but also the Indian family values. There's one more thing I want to share with you this evening, as Deborah Ross was talking about. We are living in a split country, and there's a lot of finger pointing and kind of a me-first attitude. So America already was a great country, otherwise a lot of us would not be living here, or would not be immigrating over here. But there is one aspect I want to share with all of you here. Almost 10% of intellectual property or patents in the United States today are filed with an Indian origin behind it. So there are a lot of ways that Indian community is contributing to the prominence of America today, but it's really good to see how the community has come together, even though we have such diverse backgrounds. There are 22 languages spoken in India. And what Hamsa has done a great job, and I must commend all of them for doing what they have done. So let's celebrate this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Manjuji. Now it's time to call our Hamsa board members and our team. I would ask all the board members, board of directors, board of trustees, Vandana ji, Prakash, Amar, Nishan, Naren, Deepu, Nitendra, Anand, Rajesh. These are the board members, and we have board of trustees, Mamta ji, Deepak, and there are YAs. I'd like to invite our YAs, youth ambassadors. I'm not giving full names because you all are part of Hamsa, you all know them very well and their names. So, I would like to invite our wife, and thank you everyone. Thank you all for the team. And I would like to invite our other past presidents to stage at this time. So these are the leaders who started and led the organization for past 25 years, and we are here with their leadership. So I would like to know more about how this journey has started and how we came this far. So I'd like to start with Mamta ji to share her. Is there other mic? I'd like to start with Mamta ji. Mamta ji, can you share your journey, how it all started?
Sachin, the organization was incorporated on February 14, 2001 by a group of people who had extensive experience organizing events and serving the community and wanted to share the Indian culture with the broader community. After successfully organizing our first event, Basant Bahar, I approached Lyman Collins, who was the cultural arts manager at Town of Cary, with the intention of organizing an Indian festival. To our surprise, the idea was very well received under the town's multicultural initiative. Lyman asked if 400 people would attend the event, and we said we could certainly do better than that. 1,500, no problem. At this time, I would like to read parts of Lyman's letter that he had sent for this event. Well, the big day came, and so did the crowds. More and more and more folks. I would never put a final number on it for fear of attracting the fire marshal. But suffice to say that early enthusiasm well-founded, and I was silently eating my words. HUMSA became a model of well-run volunteer organization that the town could point to with pride and gratitude. Needless to say, it was obvious that future celebrations could not continue at the community center. It was indeed fortunate that in 2001, the new amphitheater opened and would become a fitting home for such a great celebration, allowing it to grow with so many exciting aspects, from the food, to the dancing, to the exhibits, to the headliners, and all capped off with the fireworks. I will always cherish the memory of that very first Diwali. My heartiest congratulations to the HUMSA team, members past and present, that have done so much to make Kerry a more exciting place to live. Thank you, Lyman, for your kind words. Well, moving on, attendance and interest at both programs grew in a further next year. Diwali attendance shot up to 6,000, 140% increase. So did our passion and confidence. The organization and management of the programs not only impressed our attendees, but also the town of Kerry. Like Lyman said, HUMSA was recognized as a model organization based out of Kerry. HUMSA is a cultural organization, and cultural programs take the center stage. What better person to talk about than Meena, whose contributions laid the foundation of cultural program guidelines that are in place as today as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mamta. So, I am Vinay Kumar, and I have been associated with HUMSA for 23 years, becoming president in 2005-06 and another term in 2012. As Mamta mentioned, HUMSA has been a model in executing cultural events. We had a well laid out process in organizing the cultural event, which is marked by fairness in selection, high quality program, and precision in executing those events, the planning for which starts months ahead. One of the first organizations in the Triangle who has established the cultural guidelines, we conduct auditions to make sure only high quality diverse program which showcases our India's traditional cultural diversity is present there. Known for punctuality in our program, HUMSA programs are always on time, if not early. As many of our new participants and attendees have seen that if you have come 2 or 3 minutes late to a program, you have missed your program with that. And artifacts for the program, whether it's a music, script, waivers, etc., are collected and scrutinized for accuracy way ahead, and a process which has been automated in the last decade by our HUMSA board, and which has simplified the process by which the choreographers and the cultural committee communicate and share. HUMSA has also collaborated with a number of local NC non-profits like Kerry Ballet, NC's Symphony, bringing unique events which sort of amalgam of East and West. And as you have said that, when we started the program, we had participants which is less than 100, but now the strength of our participants have gone to over 1,500 in the last 25 years. Many of them who started participating as a child are now well-established choreographers. So, of course, all this would not have been possible without the support of the sponsorship. So, I hand over to Anand to talk about how we get money.
Thank you, Meena. Sangeeta and I have been working with volunteering with HUMSA for the past 17 years in different capacity. I think of myself as an accidental president. The organization was at a crossroads when I took over the reins of the organization with, of course, the mentorship of Mamta and Meena here. And I was privileged to have Prakash, Vijay, Sachin, and Simi. We dubbed it Hums Up 2.0 and set out to chart the course for the next 10 years and beyond. And here we are. We want to see another 25 years. All of this would not have been possible without our sponsors. Of course, Sachin mentioned the generous support of Parul and Himanshu, who have been with us for a while. We also have Sunny and Vandana here at points in time. They've been part of the family and supported us. And Poonam here from Hendrik, we are establishing long-term partnerships by highlighting the values of the events that we are organizing, associating with what they want to be partnering. And thank you for all of your support. And I look forward to the next 25 years of Hums Up and transitioning to Prakash for the important aspects of our program.
Thank you, Anand. My name is Prakash Panj and I had the privilege to serve as the president of Hums Up from the year 2018 and 19. Anita and I both got involved with Hums Up back in 2008 and since then served in different committees. But one thing that we both are deeply associated with is the professional group. The job of professional group is to basically manage the evening performance that involves artist selection from India or any other place, location, to visa processing and then coordinating with artists in India with local performers, which are also integral part of evening program. Not sure what Mamta saw in me, but she thought I could do the better job dealing with the artists. The impact of professional group is not just the growth of Hums Up as an organization, but also the local community. In 2008, first time we started collaborating with local dance schools and giving them a platform to be part of the evening performance with our international famed artists. From 8 participants back in 2008 to close to 200 participants last few years, it gave opportunity to community kids to perform live with the international artists. Our show looks grand because of that, and at the same time, it kind of helped local businesses grow as well. It is kind of a win-win situation for everyone involved. In last 25 years, we had numerous award-winning artists perform on Hums Up Diwali stage, such as Alisa Chinoy, Kavita Krishnamurthy, Sadhana Sargam, Suresh Watkar, Ila Arun, to name a few. The whole evening performance segment has a big role to play in the growth of Hums Up over the years. Where else can you get to see these artists, that too with free entry? Now I'd like to invite Deepak Prasad, whom I call it a wartime president, as he led Hums Up during difficult COVID times.
Thank you, Prakash. My name is Deepak Prasad, and together with my wife Simi, we've been part of the Hums Up family for over 16 years. It was indeed an incredible honor to serve as the president of Hums Up, not only during the COVID years, but it's also our 20th anniversary that year. So we had made grand plans for a lot of activities and a year of just celebrations. Of course, COVID happened, and those plans were quickly disrupted, and we found ourselves constantly adopting, rescheduling, figuring out our next steps. How do we survive and remain relevant as an organization? That was a real question. Do we continue to provide that platform? How do we do it? Our mission to celebrate and support Indian arts and culture became more crucial than ever. Innovating in real time, we created streaming events where participants could share their performances, ensuring they still had a platform. Not only did we host multiple streaming events, we raised funds to support local charities, particularly frontline healthcare workers. One of the things that I have worked on during my past 10 years in Hums Up, and something that I think made a significant contribution to, was the Youth Achievement Award. With the dedicated efforts of our team, we managed to increase the award amount and the number of participants by more than tenfold, attracting participation not only from children from the Indian community, but from the community at large. So COVID came to an end, and the world began to recover. We also started live events. The very first Diwali celebration was one to remember. Congresswoman Ross, I don't know if you remember the rain that came down that day. It poured like I've never seen anything come down ever. But the rain could not dampen our spirits. We ended the night with a near full house and a spectacular fireworks display. And that signaled to the world that we were back stronger than ever. I now pass it on to Vijay to share his experience and his work to enhance HumSub's footprint.
Thank you, Deepak. Hi, my name is Vijay Jagannath. I had the honor and privilege to lead HumSub in 2022 and 23 with a great team behind me. My wife, Sridevi Jagannath, who is in the audience, and I have been associated with HumSub from the very beginning. Coming on the heels of a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic, as president, I felt that I was up for the challenge to lead this already well-respected organization like you heard. Having worked extensively on the grants program as a VP, I knew expanding community outreach was vital to secure more funding. So one of the first things that we did was to rename our flagship festival, Kari Diwali, to HumSub Diwali, and HumSub motto to bringing communities together. So as a sign of welcoming all the neighboring cities, right? So the first thing we did was we brought Apex into the HumSub family in 2022, and that gesture serendipitously contributed to laying the foundation for Apex Holi in 2024. The introduction of all-day free seating for seniors in 2022 was very well received, and we have continued it since then. The other area of focus for me was to enhance our website and social media presence to ensure conducting business with HumSub became a cinch, and our messages would travel far and wide. These kinds of improvements were very well received by the grantors, and they have rewarded HumSub since then. So we thank you for all the support, and I thank HumSub for the opportunity. And here is our President, Sachin Joshi.
Thank you. Thanks, Vijay. Thanks, everyone. You all have set a bar very high, and I'm very confident with the team I have. Prakash, Anand, and Mamtaji, Deepak, I am very confident to take the HumSub to the next level. And obviously, my wife, who is also a volunteer, Shraddha, when she takes care of everything, I can solely focus and take the HumSub to the next level. So thank you so much. Thanks. With that, I'll call Hemaji to take this further. Without any further ado, we'll start the program soon.
Before we begin the program, a quick reminder so that this program goes without any disruptions. Please silence your cell phones so that there is no disruption during the performance. Photos are welcome, but please no flash photography or taking any videos. Doors will remain closed throughout the performances, so please stay seated during the entire show. With this, Charlotte Moraga, who has been a disciple of Pandit Chitresh Das ever since 1992, she is currently an artistic director with Chitresh Das Institute of Dance. It is my pleasure to welcome today's choreographer and artistic director, Charlotte Moraga. Before we bring Charlotte Moraga on the stage, we have an exciting video that showcases our journey throughout these years. So please enjoy that.
I am the Artistic Director of Chitreshtas Dance. We are absolutely thrilled and honored to be here for HumSub's 25th anniversary. I was thinking of my own anniversary, coming here to Raleigh 21 years ago with my Guruji. We performed at the American Dance Festival just over in Durham. We performed the Festival of the Feet, which is a collaboration with Kathak, Tap, and Flamenco. I feel so honored to present this collaboration with the next generation of artists. This is a collaboration between myself, a brilliant composer and raga pianist, Utsav Lal, and my dancers who play 4 rivers of India. And like all rivers, the rivers are the veins of the earth. Rivers give life. Rivers bring life. And as they come down from the heavens and they tell their story, in their sisterhood, they will invoke their sister Saraswati, who will bless us with her luminous gifts. So I won't say too much more about it. However, there is a QR code here that has a program where it gives you much more information about the piece and about the stories, and has poetry that was written by each of the rivers. So I encourage you to download the program, if not to read now, later at your convenience. We also have joining us a brilliant tabla player, Sudhakar Gandinathan, and we're so thrilled he could join us on this tour. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy Invoking the River, and please don't take flash photography. I know it's going to be very hard to resist the mura that we all know. So if you must, but no flash photography. Thank you so much. Namaskar.